What's happening, people? Dan Lawless here, West Ham Fan TV, and I'm back with another video. He's back, Louis, the birthday boy himself. Happy birthday, Louis. I'm not even gonna. Every time I try and say your last name, I get it wrong. Let me go. Louis Beneventi.
So close.
Beneventi.
There you go.
There we go. I tried to put a little bit of an accent on it, Beneventi. You know,
Beneventi. Yeah,
yeah.
Properly. If you put your hand like that, automatically, it just, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
But happy birthday, and he's hungover. He's in a hungover combined 11 with us. So thank you for dragging yourself out of bed and joining us, Louis.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I was kind of hoping we wouldn't mention I was hungover, but it's out there now, so we can't really do anything about
It's
that.
an excuse. If anyone says anything, it's an excuse now.
I don't live my life by excuses, mate. You know that.
Oh. There you go. Words to live by. I thought I wanted to do a combined link. We done one. I don't know if it was last season or the season before. And
we were talking about this again. Oh my god! My DM the other day.
Yeah, we done one, and do you know what? It was a time where you was doing quite well. We wasn't doing so well, and it was very hard for me to get players in. Now I'm very confident I can get quite a few players in this combined 11.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Most definitely.
This is the time to do it. So we'll set some of the parameters, right? Let's set the parameters, right? First of all, we're gonna have to choose a formation. Now we've played mostly a back five, but we also played a back four. What are you guys? What are you guys maining?
We're playing a 4-3-3 mostly.
4-3-3. So all right, what if we go 4-3-3?
How many? If we did it this way, right? How many midfielders do you have in your team when you play? Is it two centre midfielders?
Yeah, we have two holding midfielders.
Okay, let's meet in the middle. Let's go very basic bitch with this as well. Let's go full Mike Bassett. Let's go 4-4-2. And
4-4-2.
Let's just go that way.
I like it. Are we including injured players, or should we leave injured players out of it?
Let's leave injured players out.
Okay. That's no problem. We've got a lot of injuries, but I can still deal with that. Don't worry
about it. It's all good.
Right. All right. Well, let's get into it. Might as well start at the goalkeeper now. Come on. There's surely no argument. Fabianski.
You're right. There's no argument. It's Edouard Mendy.
Now, listen, I'll tell you what. Look, I'll tell you why I say Fabianski. Mendy could go on to be a very good goalkeeper for Chelsea, but we need to judge him by what he's done at Chelsea. And it's a very short amount of time at Chelsea.
Do you want to check how many clean sheets he's kept in that time?
But he's also shipped quite a few goals as well.
No, he hasn't.
You had that. What was that 3-3 you had? That 3-3 game?
He wasn't playing.
He wasn't playing. It was Kepa. The thing is, how can you judge him over such a short amount of time? Like we had flipping like look at Adrian, right? When he went to Liverpool, they were singing his praises. Now they can't wait to get rid of him.
Okay, so by that logic, then he's still in the squad. If we're going to do it based on the longevity of a career, let's have Petr Cech, shall we? Should we just do that?
No,
exactly. Too right.
No,
so
it has to be a mixture. It has to. You have to balance out. Don't forget as well, right? You've got a lot more money on your squad, yeah. So Fabianski over his career has had to face a lot more shots.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on, like he's been with you for a few months. When did he first start playing? Because you still were starting Kepa.
It was literally a couple of weeks after he arrived. So he's been playing. He's a number one keeper. He's been one of the best informed players in the league over the past couple of months. I mean, if we were doing this, if we weren't going to say Edouard Mendy, I'd go Imperialski, but I'd go Alera, but I can't do that because he doesn't play for Chelsea or West Ham. So we're going to go for, I'd say Edouard Mendy.
All right, you know what? Just because it's your birthday, birthday.
I wasn't going to use that as a thing, but
I'm going to use it because that's the only way I can agree with putting Mendy in over Fabianski right now. Like I said, come to me in the season.
Fabianski is a superb keeper. I'm not going to sit here and just say he's crap, which is what people might think I'm saying by saying Mendy's a better keeper. Mendy is right now is a better keeper. I
think you're just excited because he's new and he's looking good. And you had to deal with Kepa, who you was like, the last time we done this combined 11, you had Kepa in there. You had him in there.
Again, at that point, Kepa was performing.
This is what I'm saying. I'm not going to say you're as bad, but some Arsenal fans, they get overexcited soon. I think you're doing a bit of that. You're doing a bit of that.
I'm basically really on numbers.
All right.
I'm basically. Do I look like I'm going to throw my phone across the room and start crying?
Oh,
Jesus! I love you, dude. Mate, come on,
watching. That was great. All right, do you know what? Are we going to go? Let's go left back now. I'm happy to concede this to Ben Chilwell.
Yeah, who are your options? I'm intrigued. Just
so obviously we've got. Well, the thing is, we've got Masuaku who's injured. We've got Aaron Creswell, who has been, massively in form. He's played well, but he's played well in a back three. He hasn't played much this season as a left back.
Okay, so he's been playing at centre half then. So right. So let's go.
Yeah. So I would rule him out based on that. That form has come in at centre back, and then we've got young Ben Johnson who hasn't played much. So options, it's Chilwell straight up. Like if Creswell had the form he'd had at left back, I'd make more of an argument for him. But again, because it's centre back, I put him in now. Let's go to the right hand side. Who you got there?
So I think there's news that he's potentially injured, but I'm not 100% yet. So you got Reece James, Cesar Azpilicueta. There are two options.
Sofal all day long has to go there. Sofal has to go as the right back in this combined 11. He bossed it against Crystal Palace. He hasn't had a bad game. He's got the work rate. He's got the defensive capability. He can run the channels. Like he goes in there. Like
if Reece, let me just check this injury news on Reece James. If Reece James isn't injured, it can't not be Reece James.
What?
Reece James has been the best right back in England over the past few months.
Come on. You got to be real here, Louis. You got to be real.
I am being real.
If all of these players were so good, why are you in the top four?
Reece James has got better delivery, not better, actually, no, on a par with Trent, on a par. He's also fantastic physically. He's been so good defensively. He's been sound. He's been so important to the system going up and down those channels. Mate, like, Sufal, look, if Reece James is injured, then Reece James is injured. So, Sufal, move on quickly. Let's just carry on with that. Yeah,
I would. Still going ahead of Reece James for me anyway. So, centre backs, right? Okay. Let me start with the one that I'm gonna push to get in. I think it's an even split. I think it's one for you, one for me type of thing, because I know Ogbonna has to be in there.
Yeah, on form. He's been super.
Yeah, I'd go your countryman.
I'd go Ogbonna.
Now that's the question: Zuma or
Thiago Silva.
It's an interesting one. I mean, if we had Ogbonna and Silva, we'd have two centre backs like over 30.
Over 30 now.
He's
30.
Yeah, he's 32, I believe.
Jesus. See, my heart says Thiago Silva because I love him so much. My head says Zuma. I'm going to play a game of Ip Dip Do. That's what we're going to do. Right. Ip Dip Do. Right. Let's go Zuma. That's literally. Okay. Can we just quickly say that just quickly down to Ip Dip Do because I can't make a decision. That's just why I picked one because they're both together. They're a great partnership. That's good. Fantastic early as well. I think Thiago Silva is a leader and he's settled into the Premier League. After that West Brom game, everyone was kind of laughing, thinking, "Oh, he's not going to do it." But now he's actually delivering. You can see how well he's made this, how good he is, and how important he is to this Chelsea defence as well. He's
We've got the experience in there with Ogbonna to go with Zuma. So right, okay. So let's go. Let's look at the midfield, the whole midfield area right now.
This is hard for 4-4-2.
Yeah, 4-4-2. Yeah. So we've gone for 4-4-2, right? So we're gonna have like two defensive midfielders, two wingers, and two strikers, right?
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm trying to think literally right now on how this team is set up. I'm going to be fair, and if there's a way we can, we will just completely split it down the middle. So it kind of be a case of you'd have half and half. Yeah, I mean, you guys are playing well at the minute. I'm not going to sit because obviously on paper Chelsea have the better side, but games aren't won on paper. You guys are flying at the moment. So if it was me,
you've got who have you got? You've got Kante.
Wow, difficult. Kante, Mason Mount. You've got Declan Rice.
Souček. Souček is.
If you're going to weigh it up, you'd have Souček and Kante versus Declan Rice and Mason Mount, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I suppose so. Like I said, it's hard for me to pick with Rice and Souček. I would go Rice at the moment just because of his Souček's all-round game is good as well, but then Rice obviously has the leadership abilities. He's impacting us. I would definitely go Rice over Mount. Like,
okay,
day long.
So, okay, if we're doing it like that, then because the way I think you're saying, you're thinking that as you're looking at this team as it plays, rather than just these are the best players. You're kind of going, if I was to manage this team and put it out for 90 minutes, I need it to do X, Y, and Z. Right?
I'm trying, I know, but I'm also trying to weigh up each player's like because Souček and Rice are equally important to us. You take one out, everything falls apart. So it's so hard. But Rice has the leadership. That's the thing.
They're so similar in how they play though as well, because obviously you've got two defensive midfielders. We play obviously with one defensive midfielder and two eights. Yeah, Kovacic as well. So it's
Rice is a bit more defensive than Souček. Souček gives us goals. Like Souček bangs in the goals.
Okay,
Rice cleans things up at the back. So if you have a Kante who is a bit more box to box,
but he just thinks it's either Kante or Rice. This is going to go down like a sack of spuds. And anything that people say, I can go, what? Why are you not putting Kante in the team? Basically, it's my fault because I decided that we were going 4-4-2. Basically, didn't I? We just kind of went 4-4-2. You just went along with it. So I'm going right. I shot myself in the foot here. I'm going to go Mount and Rice.
Oh, the bromance in the middle.
And then on the left-hand side, we've got Timo Werner playing there at the minute.
And we've got potentially Ben Rama or Fornals. Considering we had 8. Werner's not been in great form, though, has he? Really?
Do you know what? I'm going to even be even more brutal here. Who's on your right as well?
Jared Bowen.
He's been in decent form. But he's no Hakim Ziyech. Come on,
Ziyech. Yeah, look, I can't argue against Ziyech. That's the one. Like straight, it has to be in the.
Let's double before because we're taking injuries, aren't we? I want to double check that one just in case.
Ziyech might be injured. Oh, do you know what? I don't wish injury in anyone, but do you know what? If he's missing this game,
you don't wish injury, but you do. But I don't wish injury on anyone, but I hope he's injured.
I didn't say I hope. I don't wish injuries, but if he is, it might help us out.
I believe Hakim Ziyech.
While he's checking it, so I mean,
Frank Lampard says, "Here you go." I think he might be out.
Could it be some
Football London's kind of packing up a little bit on my computer. That doesn't really help when I'm trying to look at injury news. Thank you very much for that, Football London. You're useless. You're not really. Please give me a job if I ever ask for one. My phone's going to his birthday day as well. Brilliant.
Maybe it's Frank going, he's injured.
No, it's not. It's actually Jordan going, Louis, happy birthday. It's probably calling back minute. Right, this phone isn't working. This isn't working. So is Hakim Ziyech back from injury? Is back in training. Yes. So Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner.
What? Wait, whoa. Don't just say Hakim Ziyech. Listen, I said Ziyech. Yeah. I said that. Werner's not been in good form, and I've seen a lot of your fans have been calling for him to be played up front. So you're going to play him.
The people that are usually moaning about that, from what I've seen on football Twitter, actually don't know ball, hide behind an Avi, and are probably about 14, but think they have their coaching badges. Here's my argument. I actually run a football team. Might not be top level, but I know my shit. I think that's pretty fair to say. We're undefeated in the league, so that's also my argument for that as well. Timo Werner. Timo Werner. Oh, this again. That is purely satirical. So anybody who takes me seriously saying that, please get some help. Left wing. I'd put in Timo Werner. He's been playing as a winger. In terms of his return, he's had 7 goal involvements in 14 games playing as a winger. That's good form. But you want to compare that. You compare that against Aubameyang, you want to compare that against Martial, which everyone always does all the time. Martial's not done anything this year. Aubameyang's got like 1 or 2 goals. My God, my phone won't stop going off. I'm so sorry. It's mate. For me personally, I think because he's been playing in that position, he's been really important to the side how he plays. He carries the ball really well. He creates opportunities. His pace is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mate, look, Benrahma, again, superb player. I'm not going to shit on people and just say they're saying they're crap. Benrahma's a superb player. Has he quite delivered in the Prem yet? Kind of, yes or no. He's on the cusp. I think
he hasn't had many games. He hasn't had enough games. That's the thing. And Fornals, I think, who it has been good in the big games, and I just think he should play more in centrally than out wide. I don't completely fancy him on the left. So I don't think, considering that we was told, by our board that we had 8 players that can play there, it's like our options on the left are very slim. So yeah, do you know what? You can have Werner. Just because of that, like if Bowen was on the left, I might push a bit harder for Bowen.
Yeah, but also you got Hakim Ziyech, so you can't really push for Bowen as much. Again, Bowen's been unreal. It's really difficult to do this combined 11 because of how well you guys have been playing. So it's I don't know, but I think it just has to be Hakim Ziyech. You look at how important he is to that Chelsea team when he plays. He keeps everything ticking. He's a creative force. Every ball is on a sixpence. That's the guy.
All right. Well, now we've got the 2 up front. Now, this should be interesting. Like, don't say Batshuayi. I know you love Batshuayi. Don't say that. Is that geezer still at the club? Where is this guy?
He plays for Palace. He's on loan. So I'm not going to say Batshuayi.
They haven't even been playing him. That guy, no. I'm sorry, he's a clown. He tried to troll us. He tried to laugh. He tried to say, oh, he turned us down, this, that, and the other. Where are you now? You're on Palace's bench, you clown. Honestly.
What's even funnier is the fact that you're saying he trolls you, but he doesn't troll you half as much as Benny Esther does on Twitter. Palace Ultra, mate. Good old Kitman Benj. He loves it with West Ham Central.
Yeah, listen. I agree with him on West Ham Central. That guy's a clown. Talk about clowns.
I'm not saying that. I don't know him. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I back Benny Esther on that one. I tell you. So no, it's but it's one of So it's going to be. So you've got Giroud, and you've got who else have you got? That's it.
Giroud, Tammy Abraham. I'd personally, concede a striker. Giroud goes in definitely because he's been so good recently. But it's now really down to on the right-hand side, who would you put in as your other striker?
See, Alera is our top goal scorer. It's a weird one. If I was actually making this film in real life, I don't know if I'd play. I think Alera and Giroud are too similar in a lot of ways.
I mean, I've been told by West Ham fans that they basically consider Alera a poor man Giroud. Like he's just a big target man who brings people into play, but doesn't even do that very well. But and he has a few acrobatics in him, which I seem to notice. You see how he scores all his goals. It's just all bicycle kicks, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll take that. Listen, I don't know these West Ham fans you're talking about. There's some of our fan base have been so harsh on this guy. I mean, the thing is, he can get assists, and it's how you play him. I think if he plays with someone who's has a little bit more of that work rate, that's how we felt. Like with Jovic, last season. He was brilliant, like season before last, before we signed him. He was brilliant, banging in goals and assists. Like he does a lot, and he tracks back, and he can try and he'll put in a tackle. Like I don't think it's as fair to say he's just a poor man Giroud, because Giroud is just a target man. I don't think he's just a target man, but it's definitely. I think with Ziyech in the side, though, I think if you've got a Ziyech, I think Ale would thrive off of that, of having a Ziyech. The only other option we have at the moment. Striker is Jared Bowen, who can sometimes play there.
Here we go.
Or Yarmolenko.
Jared Bowen deserves to get in this team, and then also on top of that, we've gone 4-4-2. We claim Mike Bassett. We've gone big man, little man up front. You can't get any more stereotypical than that. It's a thing of beauty. Okay, it's so good. The simple stuff often is the best, and this team would play very well as well. Jared Bowen. Drew knocking it down. You've got Timo Werner to come in, almost make it a 4-3-3 as well for those that, football purists that want to see a little bit more, creativity. You see Hakim Ziyech maybe dropping. You have 2-8 with Mason Mount, Hakim Ziyech, Declan Rice sitting in the hole. I've got my tactics board down there. We can go through it. Don't worry about it. It's all good to go.
You've sold it on me. Listen, anyone who wants to know how Imperial Wolf play Mike Bassett, that's what he does. young Mike Bassett over here.
Steve, kill me.
But I like I can go for Bowen. But a Bowen Giroud link up, I think, would be good. So there we have it. We have Mendy in goal because it's Louis' birthday. Chilwell at left back. Ogbonna, Zuma, Soufal. And then we've got Rice and Mount, the bromance in the middle. We've got Ziyech and Werner. And then we've got Giroud and Bowen up front. That's a team that can win the league, if you ask me.
That's a good team. I don't know about win the league. I never thought Chelsea were going to win the league this year. I'm going to say it straight off the bat. I was never convinced. I was kind of there a bit like, do you know what, boys? Yeah, just to make sure we build on what we did last year, push forward, see what happens. And then, it's obviously materialised that way regardless. And then you've got people crying saying, we're not going to win the league, get rid of Frank Lampard. Well,
do you know what? We're going to get into that. We're going to do on Patreon, for all our patrons out there, I'm going to do a preview with Louis where we delve into a bit more of this and crying Chelsea fans and all of that sort of stuff. So if you're a patron, check the link down, or you want to subscribe to our Patreon, check the link down below and get on it. But thank you, Louis. I'm happy with this. We've definitely got a lot more players. Next year, we might get a full 11 of just West Ham players. Let's see how things go.
You're not talking to an Arsenal fan, mate. Come on, that won't happen.
Oh, I can't wait to try to be doing a combined 11 with troops. Oh, I cannot wait for that. But like I said, thank you for coming on. See you on the preview, Louis, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
And come on, you